Good evening to everyone. Very happy to be having our 13th version of Sambhashane. Sambhashane, the Samprabhas, that is our cultural sports societies of our department and retired as well as serving at the fraternities, is going on with great guns under the leadership of M. Narayana Swami, which is something to be noted. We conducted recently 3 blood donation camps, which were a very success. More of it you have already read. To educate every person in the society, we have planned every Thursday evening programs from 7:30 to 8:30 on various topics of culture, art, science, and day-to-day living, society, whatnot, whatever topics from the experts of the experts, to see that the literacy of our people in our association as well as all others also go up, so that we will build a very good society, civilized society. That is the aim of this group. In this, I am very happy to invite my dear friend. I think he's my student, as he has told me. I did not remember it because I attend too many people. Mr. Ankit Jindal.
Thank you, sir.
He is a profound financial gentleman. What it is, I will explain you after a couple of a while. Today he is going to guide us on retirement planning, choosing between NPS and UPS. As you are very aware, NPS is the new pension scheme, new pension system. The latest one is universal pension scheme. Among them, which is better has to be chosen by the end of this month. And therefore, everybody is in a dilemma, which pension scheme is beneficial and for what. With that in view, when we planned this, I was very, very happy to get a very fine gentleman. Before that, introducing him, what is a pension? You can see from my face, I am extremely happy. I get a fixed return every month, and that will be sufficient for me to manage myself, my family in this age. More and more beneficial, yes, we'll be more happy, but there is no end to it. But whatever government gives, in that, what is the best, we need to choose in a very realistic and pragmatic way. And today, my friend is going to guide you through those lenses. Here, a couple of instructions to you. Whatever questions is there, freely use the chat box. We will ask the questions at the end. Even we will allow, if time permits, to ask questions by raising your hands. We will unmute and see that you speak, so that all the questions are going to be answered. Now, coming back, Mr. Ankit Jindal is a seasoned financial educator. He has joined the department very later on, with his rich experience in the professional journey of finances. He is a computer science engineer. He is also an MBA International Business. I always say the future lies in the legal technocrats. We should know the law or finance plus technology. Only such people who have knowledge about interdisciplinary can of very useful. In fact, he is MBA from International Business from prestigious Delhi School of Economics. At present, he is serving our department at Mysore Appeals Commissionerate. Mr. Jindal has a lot of professional knowledge, which I have already explained to you in the link which I have provided. I request you to look into those things. Here, whatever important is there, I will try to tell you. He is a certified National Institute Securities Market in mutual funds and equity derivatives, and brings hands-on experience as a cash and derivative trader. His deep-rooted interest in personal finance, cultivated since childhood, drives his mission to help individuals to make informed, confident investment decisions which is very essential in this dynamic age where placing money in different packs may increase or decrease. It may collapse also. So we should be very, very careful, especially this age of Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. Recently, I'm trying to write an article to say how it can hound you out of your life, happiness also. So this financial management is a very crucial thing. It has to have two elements where we have security as well as the inflation should be taken care. Both should be managed, balanced. So therefore, everybody is eager to look into the NPS scheme versus UPS scheme. What it is, he is going to explain because I am not covered in both these schemes and I have not taken, even if about my pension scheme, if you ask me, I am totally illiterate because it was the only scheme available, no question of any choices, and I have been there. I am happy. That's all I can say. Secondly, I have been happy because I have been a karma yogi doing work, not worried about much money and pleasures. So with this few words, I welcome my beloved friend, Mr. Ankit Jindal, to take over the stage and share his PPT and guide our listeners on the new schemes that are being unveiled. Thank you. Mr. Jindal.
Thank you so much. Yeah, thank you so much, sir, for giving a long introduction. I don't think that that much would need to be, but my request to all the participants would be that the schemes which we are going to compare here are the pension schemes. So don't look after the benefits in these that which scheme is going to be more beneficial or something. It need to be beneficial during your retirement time. That means these are the pension funds or the pension schemes. So keep yourself at a age of 60 and then decide that what is going to be beneficial for you. As sir told that like sir would be a very right person here who can tell us that what is more important at the age of 60 when you are not coming daily to the office and you will be having different priorities in your life apart from which we are having right now. So I'll not take much time. First, I'll let you know that how we are going to moderate this session. That in the first couple of minutes, I'll just brief that what are the technical part of these two schemes. So I'll take very simple examples just to understand those who are new, those who are not aware. Because for the last 20 years, we had no option. As sir said, that sir had no option other than OPS. So he never came to know that what are the differences between the other schemes. So for last 20 years, we were provided with the national pension scheme. So we had no choice or to differentiate it with the old pension scheme or something else. We had to accept it. But now, because we are provided with another option for the unified pension scheme, so here we need to first understand that what is NPS and how it is different from the UPS. So I'll take a couple of minutes for briefing this. Then we'll take certain example with the help of calculator. I hope many of you are the part of the group created on WhatsApp. You have been like I can see this thing. I recently had a poll and more than 100 of you responded. So my ask is just to make you educate on both the schemes. I'm not pressurizing or pushing any of these two schemes, but yes, if you ask me that which scheme is going to be better for any of us, so in most of the cases, UPS is the one which will be required as a pension scheme when I compare it with the national pension scheme. So I quickly share my screen and let you know that what are the differences between these two. You can, if you will be having any doubt, I'll request rather to interrupt in between. Otherwise, this session is going to be a very long session. You can raise your query through the chat section. Here, I am going to take certain example just to make you understand that how these two schemes are different. So when we talk about the NPS, so everyone knows that here we are contributing on a monthly basis in this scheme. So I'm not going on to the contribution part, that how much is the contribution, but you need to understand that we contribute 10% of our basic plus DA every month, and government contributes 14% of our basic plus DA in this scheme on a monthly basis. So now I quickly come on to this part, that let's suppose at the age of 60, okay, when we are supposed to be retired, my corpus in this fund is, let's suppose, 2 CR. Okay. So now what will happen at the age of retirement? So I will have to buy the pension for this amount, whatever is being accumulated over there. So I'm just taking these numbers for the reference basis, just to make you understand how these schemes are going to work. So there, if the fund is of 2 CR, I have to buy my pension from this fund. Okay. So out of 2 CR, I will be provided with that whatever pension distributor, there are a lot many pension distributor over there, out of which I have to choose one of them and I have to buy the pension. So let's suppose that at that time, okay, or I must say that this present time, the annuity rate is 6%. Okay, 6% is the annuity rate. What does that mean? That I will get my pension on a 6% basis per annum. So of 2 CR, 6% will be 12 lakh. So my annual pension will become 12 lakhs. What will happen of this 2 CR? So this 2 CR, I am taking the option of this pension with return of purchase price. What does this ROPP mean? That after my pension, what will happen if I am not there? So my family will get the same pension. So who are in my family? My wife will be there and my dependent parents are going to be there, who will receive this 12 lakh pension every year on monthly basis. And after my family, that means I, my spouse and my dependent parents, if no one of us are there, my next generation will get this 2 CROP fund over there. If I have chosen this ROPP, I'll talk later on this part in this PPT. I have the screenshot. I'll share that. So this is what the NPS is. Now, if somebody wants that, no, I don't want the pension. I want some lump sum money at the time of retirement. So there is an option of withdrawing 60% of this total money. So I can withdraw maximum 1.2 CR. Maximum 1.2 CR can be withdrawn at the time of retirement, which will be tax exempted amount. Okay. No need to pay any tax onto this. And accordingly, of the remaining 80 lakhs, you will be paying the pension, which will accordingly be reduced by the same amount. So if you are getting 12 lakh as the pension, and if you are withdrawing 60% amount, so this 12 lakh will also get reduced by 60%. So there will be 4.8 lakh rupee per annum basis you will be getting this pension. I hope this much part is clear about the NPS. This is very simply like we need to understand these factors, that this is the case of NPS. So where we are going to get 4.8 lakhs per annum if we withdraw the 60%. If this is the scenario of 2 CR. Cases may differ for person to person. Just to make you understand that what is the NPS scheme, this is the NPS scheme, and how are we going to get the pension, this is the method. Now, when I come on to the UPS part, I think someone is controlling the, just a second. Okay. When I come on to the UPS part, okay. So under UPS, this 10 plus 14 will change to what? 10 plus 10. That now you will be contributing 10% of your monthly basic plus DA, and government will also contribute 10% of your monthly basic plus DA in the scheme. Okay. What will happen at the age of 60? So government says that under this unit, you get the assurity of your pension. Okay. Here the pension under NPS pension depends on what? On the annuity rate at the time of retirement. Okay. At the time of retirement, it can be 6%, it can be 7%, it can be 5%, it can be 4%, it can be anything. Okay. In UPS, there is assurity from the government side that you will get 50% of your last 12 months basic plus DA ka average. So 50% of average basic plus DA for the last 12 months. Okay, I'm writing in short. So now let's suppose, for an example, if at the age of retirement, my basic plus DA is 1 lakh rupee. Okay, my basic plus DA is 1 lakh rupee. So government is saying that you contribute in this fashion, 10% every month of your plus DA. And at the age of retirement, if your basic plus DA is 1 lakh rupee, we make you assured to give you 50,000 rupee as the pension. And there we give you a pension to your family as well, which will be 60% off. So this is the pension to the pensioner, and the family pension will be 60% of this, which will be 30,000. So this will be pension, and this will be the pension to the individual who is buying, or who is the pensioner in this case. Okay. Now if somebody says that apart from this pension, I want some lump sum payout as well. Government is saying, kindly mute yourself. Somebody's so lump sum. So for that also, government is saying that it will depend on the length of your service. So for every 5 years of complete service, you will get 1 month of DA plus basic plus DA, that will be given to you as a lump sum payout depending on the length of your service. So if somebody is having 10 years of service, so that person will get 2 months of basic plus DA at the time of retirement, which is the assured payout. So this assured payout will be there for sure, some payout at the time of retirement under the UPS. Okay, but somebody feels that that is not sufficient for me, I want to withdraw something more. Okay, so whatever corpus you will be accumulating over there, under the NPS regime, we were eligible of withdrawing 60%. Here also I can withdraw 60% of the accumulated corpus. For example, my accumulated corpus here is 1 CR. My accumulated corpus is, sir, somebody is controlling, please don't do that. I think somebody is using the screen. Kindly don't do that. I am unable to write it. Okay. So let's suppose here the corpus is 1 CR. The contribution which we gave over there, this corpus became 1 CR, and I want to withdraw some part of it. As under the scheme of N can happen under the UPS as well, I can withdraw maximum 60% of it. The moment whatever percentage of this amount you withdraw, your assured pension will also get reduced in the same proportion. So if I withdraw 20% out of 1 CR, so my assured pension will also get reduced by 20%. It will become how much? It will become 40,000. I hope that is okay. If you withdraw 60%, this will further reduce, and accordingly the family pension will reduce. This is what the concept behind the UPS. And what will happen, that every year whatever DA will be announced by the government, so that DA will be applicable under the UPS, while in NPS pension is fixed at the time of retirement. Whenever you are buying it, it will be the same throughout your lifetime. Under UPS, you will keep getting the benefit of the inflation. So according to the inflation, your pension will keep on increasing. This is the very basic difference between the two schemes. Now I open, like if somebody is having any doubt between the very basic part, that if you do not understand the concept of NPS and UPS, you can either unmute yourself, you can speak, some of you, or if you have some query, you can write in the chat section. This is the very difference between the NPS and the UPS. Sir, I hope I am connected with you all. Yes.
Sir, that 60%
It has been verified. Please go ahead, sir.
May I ask?
Yes, please.
No, you want to ask questions now or?
Yes, sir. It's open for now as per whatever discussion we have made. If somebody have any has any doubt, you can.
So just one
Please,
small one.
please continue. Yeah.
That 60% withdrawal from our corpus, it is
Yes.
for both our contribution as well as government contribution. Together we
Yes,
can withdraw
yes.
60 from that one.
Yes, so whatever total corpus you will be having, you are allowed to take 60% of that. So the definition of individual corpus is your contribution plus the government's contribution. Don't think that individual corpus is your contribution also. It is the combined contribution from the government side. So we can withdraw 60% of the total corpus, including your contribution and the government's contribution.
It is same for both UPS as well as
Same
NPS.
for both, same for NPS, same for UPS.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Anyone else? I hope that technical part is clear to all of you.
In UPS, if we 60%, what will be like our pension, this thing? Hello?
Sir, I am not clear with your question, sir.
Suppose someone opts for UPS and withdraws 60%. So how much
Yes,
will be
sir.
the pension? How much will be the pension?
So pension will get reduced 60%. Assured pension, which is 50%, that will further reduce by 60%.
But that will not go below down 10,000.
Sir, if it goes below 10,000, yes, that is possible. So government is not. Government is giving you 10,000 assured pension for without withdrawal. Now, if you keep withdrawing, then that 10,000 support is not there. Without withdrawal, there is a guarantee of 10,000. But if you withdraw and after that you are expecting 10,000 basic or the assured payout, which will not be there.
No, it is
ऐसा
not
नहीं
like
होगा सर. सर ऐसा नहीं होगा. मतलब आपने विड्रॉ कर लिया है, अगर उसके बाद में 10,000, मतलब आपका पहले पेंशन हो रहा था 15,000 रुपी पर मंथ, बट आपने 60% विड्रॉ कर लिया, तो अभी आपका पेंशन 6,000 रह जाएगा, तो 6 ही रह जाएगा क्योंकि आपने एक लम सम पे आउट ले लिया.
तो मिनिमम 10,000 एश्योर्ड है, वो नहीं मिलेगा. 10,000 प्लस डीए नहीं मिलेगा.
नहीं, 10,000 उस केस में मिलेगा जब आप कुछ भी विड्रॉ नहीं कर रहे. सो लेट्स सपोज किसी का 50% अमाउंट विदाउट एनी विड्रॉल वो ही 8,000 है, तो गवर्नमेंट बोल रही है तो उस केस में हम 10,000 शॉर्ट लेते हैं, तो 10,000 रुपीज हम देंगे.
अंकित जी, जो 60% विड्रॉल है वो 10 प्लस 18.5% मिला के है या ओनली जो हमारा कॉर्पस है 10%?
सर मैं बार मैं आपको फिर से आता हूँ. ओके, मैं समझ गया. सभी को अभी भी बार सेम कंफ्यूजन है. वो सर इंडिविजुअल कॉर्पस, आप एक बार गैजेट पढ़िए सभी लोग. आई एम नॉट गेटिंग इट दैट people are not trained. If I take you on to this, so I hope this sheet is available to all of you. So you can please see this point number 5, definition of individual
Kindly
corpus.
share it.
So,
It is not shared.
sir, my screen is shared, sir. Are you all able to see my computer screen?
No.
It is again share it again.
No. Okay. Just a second, sir.
हेलो.
हाँ सर, एक सेकंड सर. अभी मेरा स्क्रीन विजिबल है क्या?
नहीं, अभी नहीं है विजिबल.
मैंने शेयर कर रखा है अपना स्क्रीन अपने एंड से. तो
Made switch on, you unmuted yourself. Please mute yourself, raise your hand, and then mute. Devesh, you have anything to ask?
Yes, sir.
Please go ahead.
Okay. Sir, if someone opt UPS and after the demise of the employee, dependent will get the pension.
yes sir. Yes.
Say 60% of the amount. But after the
Correct.
demise of the dependent, what will happen with the corpus?
Corpus will not be returned back to the any of the person. That will remain with the government.
Okay. I think this is the major difference between NPS and UPS. In
Correct.
case of
Correct.
NPS.
Yes.
Thank you.
सर अंकित सर
जी सर बोलिए।
सर इसमें जैसे एनपीएस में विड्रॉल के लिए इन सर्विस कुछ प्रोविजंस हैं कि 4-5 बार निकाल सकते हो, उससे ज्यादा नहीं
3
निकाल
बार
सकते,
निकाल सकते हैं, हाँ।
3 बार। तो वो सेम प्रोविजंस यूपीएस में भी लागू हैं या कुछ उसमें चेंजेस हैं?
मैं बताता हूँ, कल एक नोटिफिक ओएम आया, मैंने ग्रुप में वो भी शेयर करा है, आप उसको पढ़ेंगे। नाउ इट इज बीइंग क्लियर दैट यूपीएस इज एन ऑप्शन अंडर एनपीएस। वहां पे क्लियरली लिखा है बोल्ड में, यूपीएस इज एन ऑप्शन अंडर दी एनपीएस। तो जो भी रूल एनपीएस के हैं ना, वो सारे सारे यूपीएस के लिए एप्लीकेबल होने वाले। all these queries which you are having, how this will be solved under the NPS, the same thing will be applicable to the UPS. So we can withdraw. There were option of 3 times withdrawal under the NPS scheme. So 25% of your individual, that thing comes that 10% contribution जो मेरा हर महीने जा रहा है, so whatever corpus is being accumulated, उसका केवल 25% ही मैं विड्रॉ कर सकता हूँ. So partial withdrawal is 25% of your own contribution, not the government's contribution. This is the rule for the partial withdrawal under NPS. So you can withdraw only 25% of your own contribution. जो आपने दिया है उसका 25% withdraw कर सकते हैं, that to maximum 3 times in a specific condition, and between any 2 withdrawals there should be a gap of 5 years. So the same rule will be applicable for UPS. So same rule जो NPS में withdrawal के हैं, same partial withdrawal के rule UPS में भी applicable है.
हेलो सर।
Sir, I am
सर एक छोटी सी
unable
चीज
to.
और।
I am unable to share my screen. I don't know why, but it's keep
Hello?
on showing me connecting option.
Okay, don't worry. Can you forward it to me? I'll send it. I will make it.
Just
sir.
a second, sir. I'll do that, sir.
WhatsApp, you send it to me. I'll place it.
Participants, please just बाकी लोग एक मिनट रुको. I'll just share it with sir, and then I'll take your queries.
हेलो हेलो
Sir, बोलिए sir.
sir, will the corpus amount be same for both NPS and UPS at the time of superannuation?
No, sir. How will that be possible? Because under NPS you are contributing, or the contribution 14%, while under the UPS contribution is 10 plus 10%. So the corpus under UPS will be lesser.
Okay.
Hi, Ankit.
Yes, sir. I'll just refresh my page. I think then I'll be able to just allow me a. Yeah.
Okay. Waiting.
Ankit, are you successful?
Yes, sir. I am there now. I think I'll be able to share my
Please
screen.
do it.
Uh,
I've received the WhatsApp also. If you fail,
Yes.
I will-
Let me know. Is my screen visible now?
Yeah,
Yes.
it's visible.
Yes.
Go ahead.
I hope. So quickly, I'll summarize. Just allow me 5 minutes. I hope most of your doubts will be answered in this time itself. So now, if I come on to the third point, where the employee contribution is 10% in both the scheme, while the government contribution is 14% under NPS and 10% under UPS. So when you read the gadget, it is being mentioning that government will be contributing 18.5%. So the additional 8.5% is going to the pool corpus, which is not making a part of our individual corpus. That 8.5% government is keeping aside to manage the inflation part after your superannuation. So the additional DA which government is offering you will come from this additional contribution which government is keeping aside to manage that fund. Otherwise, there will be another debt onto the government. So that part, that 8.5 is of no use to us. That government is keeping aside to manage the inflation part after the retirement or the post-retirement period. When we look at the point number 5, definition of individual corpus. So whenever you are reading any gadget provided by the PFRDA, there is a word individual corpus. So its definition under NPS is your contribution and government contribution. That means total mila ke 24%. Under UPS, it is 10 plus 10, so 20%. So those who are inquiring that at the time of retirement, when you are withdrawing 60%, so both contribution aega, because they are saying 60% of the individual corpus can be withdrawn. Okay, how the pension is being calculated, we have already discussed that pension is 50% of average basic. So this 50% of your last 12 months ka average basic, that is being assured by the government that if you have completed 10 years of service and then you retired, but your 50% of average basic is less than 10,000, then in that case government is giving you the assurity of 10,000 rupees. Otherwise, if after the withdrawal my pension is less than 10,000, then the assurity will not be given. So your assured pension should be 10,000 or above. That is the condition. But if I make some withdrawal at the time of retirement and if it is coming down less than 10,000, तो वहां पे कोई गारंटी नहीं है उसमें, because आपने एक lump withdrawal तो कर ली. Okay, so this we also discussed that assured lump sum payout. So 1/10 of the last drawn basic pay is paid for every completed 6 months of qualifying service, which I make you understand in the beginning that अगर आपका 5 साल का सर्विस हो गया, इन शॉर्ट उसको क्या बोल रहे हैं कि अगर 5 साल का सर्विस हो गया है, फॉर एवरी 5 years ऑफ कंप्लीटेड सर्विस लास्ट का आपका 1 month का बेसिक प्लस डी आपको दिया जाएगा. Then the 60% ये कैसा है, उसमें ये कंफर्म कर दिया that this is going to be tax free. Why? Because they said in UPS is an option and NPS. So 60% whatever we are withdrawing, that amount will be, or that corpus will be, it used to be under NPS. For the remaining 40%, for the remaining 40%, it will the pool corpus. 5% was it will again merge to the pool corpus. So जो एक किसी का क्वेश्चन था कि फैमिली व्हाट विल हैपन टू दिस 40%, तो ये तो गवर्नमेंट के पास पूल कॉर्पस में चला गया, तो अब वो वापस नहीं मिलेगा आपको. बट अंटिल यू एंड योर फैमिली आपको ये पैसा मिलता रहेगा इन फॉर्म ऑफ पेंशन, चाहे आप 100 सर्वाइव करो, 120 करो, 100 years करो या 60 करो. सो दिस विल मैनेज द इन्फ्लेशन पेंशन पार्ट. Now, if so family pension depends on the annuity plan which you have chosen, while under UPS it is 60% of the last pension drawn given to the family. जो आपको pension मिल रहा होगा pensioner को, if the pensioner is not there, family pension will be 60% of the pensioner's pension. Okay, inflation part, here it is not protected, here it is protected under the UPS. Tax benefits, like now the recent income tax changes, every salaried class person is exempted up to the 12 lakh. So मेरे को लग रहा है अभी तो अब अगर हम आज की बात कर रहे हैं तो सभी लोग न्यू टैक्स रेजिम को प्रेफर करेंगे. तो टैक्सेशन पार्ट पहले क्लियर नहीं था, बट नाउ द रीसेंट जो कल ही मेमोरेंडम आया, so whatever tax benefit we used to get like 80C का जो हमको benefit मिल रहा था, all those same tax benefit will be there under the UPS as well. Okay, so these are the basic points. Okay, now the investment choices which we have, so the similar investment choices which we had under the NPS, same investment choice आपको UPS के अंदर भी है. Which are those choices? That either I can leave my amount into the default category, or I can link it 100% to the government debt, or I can link it to the LC25, LC50. So I'll not elaborate more onto this part, नहीं तो बहुत बड़ा हो जाएगा. I hope all of you would be aware. If not, अगर आपका कुछ last में question होगा, I'll cover that. What are these schemes? Okay, there is another factor which government has introduced over there as the outperformance benefit. What does outperformance benefit? That under NPS or UPS there is a default option. So according to the default option, okay, what is there in the default option? Again, default options are the government debt schemes only, which are into the 3 category: UTI, SBI and LIC. So whatever monthly contribution we are giving, or putting it in under the NPS or UPS, it goes into these three schemes only in one third proportion. That is the default part. Now, if I choose any of the another investment option over there, and I outperform the benchmark, or that means the default scheme, so जो भी difference आएगा मेरा, okay, let's suppose according to the default pattern my corpus became 2 CR, but मैंने अगर कोई different scheme choose करा था investment के लिए, तो मेरे 2 CR की जगह 2.5 CR हो गया. So ये जो 50 lakh का difference है, government is saying that outperformance will be given to you under the UPS. So if you read the point number 15, it says if individual corpus benchmark, which is the default investment option, then the outperformance amount will be directly credited to your bank. वो नहीं पता, but it will be directly credited to you. Here reverse can as well, that if perform the benchmark, तो उस केस में आप proportionately you have by so benchmark में 2 CR हो रहा था, but you choose some scheme, you did not perform, you were underperform. You underperformed in that case, मतलब benchmark में 2 CR आ रहा था, but आपने 1.8 CR तक ही लेके आ पाए. So now you have two options कि at the time of retirement या तो आप 20 लाख गवर्नमेंट को दे दो, जिससे कि आपको 50% पेंशन एश्योर हो जाए, या फिर अब क्योंकि आपने 10% लेस परफॉर्म करा है, तो आपका पेंशन 10% रिड्यूस हो जाएगा. This is the basic crux of this thing. Now for this, I devised this calculator. I hope all of you must be
Please
having the
explain this
access of
again.
this. Now, क्या sir?
Please
Some
explain this
questions, sir?
point again.
Which
Bharat
point,
Raj,
sir?
you are not muted. Please mute.
This last one, 15 point.
Yes.
15
About
point.
the individual
Yes,
corpus.
I'll
Mute
take you
yourself.
through the. मैं आपको एग्जांपल से समझा रहा हूँ सर, इधर आ जाइए, आपको एग्जांपल से ही बता रहा हूँ ये सब में. It will give you more clarity over here in the example that here you have to input your detail. You can get this, I'll share this link already. This calculator is being shared, I think almost all of you. So here we have to input our some of the details. What my joining year is 2018, my superannuation is 2050, my present monthly salary is basic plus DA, sorry, basic pay only, not DA. Basic pay is 53,600, and my present NPS corpus is 17 lakh. Now, these factors are going to play the important role. So, average annual salary growth is 9%. This I have calculated a multiple times. So, for group B, it comes out almost close to 9%, including all the factors. For group A officers, it comes to the 10%. For group C officer, it comes to 8 and 8.5. So, you can either use that factor or you can calculate at your own that how you are thinking. Sit with your financial advisor, sit with your financial that how it's going to be. But if I just want to compare, so आप इसको 8 ले लो, 8.5 ले लो, 9 ले लो, whatever you feel. But मैंने realistic, when I checked the data, it came 9% for group B. For group A, it came around 10%. So now when I take it as 9%, my individual corpus, okay. Now I hope everyone understand what is the definition of individual corpus. So my contribution plus government's contribution. When I put it over there, under the LC50 scheme, that means I am giving maximum exposure to the equity market. Here the return is 8.5%. I am assuming that I link it with the equity market, and from there my annual growth rate comes out to be 8.5%. Benchmark, that if this corpus remain to be under the default scheme, that the corpus is growing at a rate of 8%. So am I beating the benchmark? I hope everyone is understanding that I would be beating the benchmark for sure by 0.5% every year. Now, whatever amount I want to withdraw at the superannuation, so I'm putting 60%. What superannuation, at the time of superannuation, at what rate I am going to get the pension under the NPS? So that annuity percentage, annual annuity percentage at superannuation, I have taken that as 5%. In today's date, I'll show you the data. Most of the pensioner distributor, they are offering 0.5% as the annual pension. When we go into the future, okay, when we compare it for the last 10, 15, 20 years, the interest rates are decreasing, and in future it will decrease further. So today I am getting it at 6.5%. My estimation is that when we reach to the 2050, 2060, at that time the pension, this annuity percentage, will be in between 5% to 4%. It will not remain 6.5 or 7%. There may be some scenario, we can't deny that. But if we go with the realistic data, or when we are going to make a financial plan for someone, I am opting that it is going to be 4 to 5%. So I am just keeping on a optimistic side. I am keeping it at 5%. So now this is the data which I receive on this side. So my benchmark corpus, okay, that means under the default scheme, my corpus used to be 4 crore 72,000, while my individual corpus, so this first one is benchmark corpus. So benchmark corpus, I have taken 8%. At 8%, what is happening? I am getting 4.72 CR. Okay, but because my contribution was going into another scheme and I outperformed, so I'll calculate my data at 8.5%, which is giving me, under NPS it will be 5.81, and under UPS it will be 5.06 here. Now what will happen of these two differences? Now the point number 15 who was asking, now can you see there is a difference between the individual corpus and the benchmark corpus? I hope you can identify that there is a difference. So this difference amount will be given to you as the outperformance payout. So the difference of these two is 33,92,000, which will be given to you. I hope that is okay now. Is the point 15 clear? Now, if you see that I make it 7.5%. So now my corpus will be lesser than the, can you see now the number has changed? I underperformed the my individual corpus is lesser than the benchmark corpus. So there is a negative return of 31 lakh. I have to give back the government to 31 lakh. Otherwise, my pension will reduce in the same proportion. Is this point clear? Someone who asked? If not, I'll put more time on to
Yes, sure.
this. Clear है sir अभी?
Clear.
Sir, how you are
Thank you.
fixing 8%
Clear,
or
sir.
7.5%, sir?
सर मैं फिक्स नहीं कर रहा हूँ. That's why I have given you. You can change the numbers. My estimation. So when you look at the details, when you look at the government securities, okay, GSEC, they perform 7 and so last 4-5 साल का डेटा पुराना. तो अभी जो डिफॉल्ट पैटर्न में रिटर्न निकल के आ रहे हैं एनपीएस के अंदर, द एनुअल रिटर्न इज 8.5% समथिंग. इन फ्यूचर व्हेन आई एम सेइंग दैट द इंटरेस्ट रेट आर गोइंग टू डाउन, तो ये जो डिफॉल्ट स्कीम जो अभी आपको 8.5% दे रहा है रिटर्न अंडर द गवर्नमेंट सिक्योरिटी, दिस विल ऑल्सो बीइंग रिड्यूस. सो मैंने उसको 8% माना है ना. दैट इज माई एस्टिमेशन. आप उसको 6 भी रख सकते हैं, 7 रख सकते हैं, जो आपको लगता है कि ये सही रहने वाला है.
Hello. Hello.
I hope that is being answered. Sir, एक second रुकिए, let me complete, then I'll take your queries. So I'll just shift this to 8.5 to understand the scheme better. I'm not giving you the answer here, but I just make you to understand how things are working. So when we have these factors, I hope now you understand that there is an outperformance payout under the UPS because of the outperformance. There is an assured lump sum payout, which we calculated depending on the length of your service. That is of 46 lakh in this particular scenario. And my lump sum withdrawal. So I assume to take 60% of my lump sum withdrawal. So I can see that my lump sum withdrawal under the NPS is 3.48 or 3.59, almost 3.5 CR. In UPS, it is going to be 2.83 of this value of the individual, not the individual, of the benchmark corpus, because the difference amount is being given to us in point. जो difference मिल गया है, तो after giving you the difference amount, this 60% of the individual, this 60, but if you count 13, 14 and 15, because you are getting 3 payouts, तो ये तीनों पेआउट मिला के लगभग आपको एनपीएस के आसपास अमाउंट मिलने वाला है. थोड़ा ज्यादा है इस केस में, बिकॉज वी हैव कंसीडर्ड द आउट परफॉर्मेंस फैक्टर. लेट्स सपोज मैं इसको 8 ही कर देता हूं, तो आप देखेंगे मेरे को कोई आउट परफॉर्मेंस फैक्टर नहीं मिलने वाला है. आई विल गेट ओनली द अदर टू फैक्टर्स. So now it is updated. Now can you see, because my individual corpus and the benchmark both are same, so I'm not getting any outperformance factor over there, but a assured lump sum payout and 60% of the corpus over there, which will be, when you add these two again, will be again closer to the NPS payout. Now the only difference here is that the amount which is left over there, 40%. So this 40% of the UPS will go to the pool corpus, and from there my pension will be given to me. So this pension is coming under the UPS, which is decided on last basic plus DA. कैसे डिसाइड करा है हम 9% लेके, जबकि जो एनपीएस में, इन केस ऑफ एनपीएस, योर एनुअल पेंशन इज गोइंग टू बी डिसाइडेड ऑन दिस 5%. सो माय 40% कॉर्पस विच वाज लेफ्ट ओवर देयर, इस वैल्यू का मैंने 60 कितना इस वैल्यू का मैंने 5% निकाला है. ओके, 2.1 CR का 5% will be 10.87, which will be my annual pension, and it will remain constant throughout. While under UPS, this pension will keep inflated with the DA. Here I have assumed the DA as in between 3 to 4%, which is factored in. So you can witness that under UPS, your pension will keep on increasing over the period of time, while under NPS, it will remain same. So here the factor comes out into the picture, that what is your longevity, मतलब आप कितना survive करने वाले हैं, that is going to play the important role. So if you feel that, so वो आपको decide करना होगा कि कितना मैं, अगर 10 साल सुपर एन्युएशन के बाद में 10 साल सर्वाइव कर रहे हैं, 20 साल सर्वाइव कर रहे हैं, 30 कर रहे हैं, उस केस में जाके आपको समझ में आएगा कि आपके लिए कौन सा स्कीम बेटर है. In today's time, as we are proposing forward or as we are moving forward, जो illness है ना, those are curable, most of these. So आप survive तो कर जाओगे, but the recent accident of the Air India crash, अगर ऐसा कुछ सिनेरियो हुआ जहाँ पे आपके हाथ में कुछ कंट्रोल में ही नहीं है, that is another case. But if you are feeling that you are going to survive till the age of 70, 75 or even more, then UPS आपको बहुत अच्छा स्कीम होने वाला है, क्योंकि यहाँ पे जो आपको डिफरेंस अमाउंट आ रहा है ना, यू विल कवर दैट इफ यू कम विद द टाइम वैल्यू ऑफ मनी, मतलब आपको यहाँ पे पैसा शुरू में ही एक्स्ट्रा मिलना शुरू हो जाएगा. सो इफ यू टेक दैट इनटू द कंसिडरेशन, okay, what will happen that after 10 to 12 years, okay, at the age of 72, whatever corpus is being left with the government, 40% जो रह गया था, वो आप रिकवर कर चुके होंगे under the UPS system, and further the increased pension will be your benefit. So this is what my analysis onto this part. I analyzed this LC50 scheme. So the thing which we are talking about, individual corpus annual growth rate. So I analyzed this data as well in much detail. और मेरे को क्या समझ में आया वहां से, so LC50 says that up to the age of 35, one can contribute how much? 50% of your contribution, मतलब जो 50% of the individual, your plus government's contribution to the equity market, and after the age of 35 it will keep reducing by 2%. तो क्या होगा उससे, क्या होगा, आपने 50%, आपको लग रहा है कि स्टॉक मार्केट में जा रहा है सारा पैसा, एंड देयर आई एम गोइंग टू गेट अ रिटर्न ऑफ 15%, 20% पर एनम. तो ऐसा नहीं होने वाला है, क्योंकि 35 की एक तो आपका कंट्रीब्यूशन 2% लेस होगा in LC50 scheme, the scheme which is giving maximum exposure to us towards the equity market. तो हर साल 2% contribution कम होगा, and every year it is get rebalanced also. तो मान लीजिए कि इक्विटी मार्केट अच्छा परफॉर्म कर रहा है, सो एवरी ईयर ऑन योर डेट ऑफ बर्थ, सो इट विल गेट रीबैलेंस्ड इन द सेम प्रपोर्शन. सो लेट्स सपोज अगर कोई 25 ईयर्स का आज है और उन्होंने LC50 स्कीम चूज कर रखा है, तो इक्विटी मार्केट अच्छा परफॉर्म कर गया, डेट मार्केट अच्छा उसके कंपैरिजन में नहीं परफॉर्म करेगा. सो जैसे ही उनका डेट ऑफ बर्थ आएगा, इट विल बी अगेन टोटल वैल्यू को वो 50-50% कर देंगे, सो दैट इट विल बी रीबैलेंस. सो इट्स अ पेंशन प्लान. यहाँ पे आप बहुत ज्यादा रिटर्न का एक्सपेक्टेशन मत करिए. सो आई कैलकुलेटेड दिस 8.24%, where I took 12% return from the equity market on an annual basis, and from the debt market I have taken 7% return on an annual basis. For 35 years I calculated it, and मेरे को जो वहां से एवरेज रिटर्न निकल के आया, that is 8.24%. तो आपको लग रहा है कि अगर आप इक्विटी में लिंक करके 12%, 13%, 14% रिटर्न निकाल पाओगे, तो वो तभी पॉसिबल होगा इफ वी आर गिवन मोर फ्लेक्सिबिलिटी स्विचिंग बिटवीन दी डेट एंड इक्विटी. बट वो पॉसिबल नहीं है वहां पे, बिकॉज दीज आर द पेंशन स्कीम. ये कोई आपको ट्रेडिंग करने का ऑप्शन नहीं है यहाँ पे, है ना. So this is from my side. If somebody is having any question regarding this calculator or something else, you may please come forward.
Hi, Ankit.
Sir.
You said कि कल गजट आया था एक जिसमें यूपीएस इज एन ऑप्शन अंडर एनपीएस, राइट?
Yes,
उसमें
sir.
ऐसा लिखा हुआ है. तो उसमें एक मुझे बस क्वेरी है रेजिग्नेशन के ऊपर. अगर कोई रिजाइन करता है तो उसमें एनपीएस में 20% आपका कॉर्पस का मिल जाता है.
Yes,
right?
sir.
तो ये यूपीएस में भी एप्लीकेबल हो जाएगा?
Correct. So हम वाले पार्ट पे आते हैं जो सर ने सही पूछा कि अगर 25 इयर्स का सर्विस हुआ है तो हमें एश्योर्ड पेंशन मिल रहा है ना, अंडर यूपीएस. बट इफ समवन रिजाइन्स द जॉब, ओके, मतलब आप यहाँ पे डिफरेंस समझिए. बहुत सारे जो नए ज्वाइनीज आ रहे हैं उनके दिमाग में क्या है कि वी आर नॉट गोइंग टू बी देयर इन जॉब फॉर अ लॉन्गर पीरियड, या हम 10 इयर्स कंप्लीट कर लेंगे उसके बाद में जॉब रिजाइन कर देंगे. तो अगर आपने जॉब से रिजाइन करा है इवन आफ्टर 20 इयर्स, ओके, और तो मतलब 25 साल के बाद भी अगर आपने रिजाइन करा है ना, आपको रेजिग्नेशन अप्रूव नहीं हुआ है, सॉरी रिटायरमेंट अप्रूव नहीं हुआ है, आपने रिजाइन करा है, तो उस केस में एश्योर्ड पेंशन नहीं मिलेगा. तो जैसा सर ने पूछा कि अगर हमने 25 इयर्स के पहले रिजाइन कर दिया जॉब से, तो एनपीएस के अंदर क्या होता है, इफ आई रिजाइन एट एनी पॉइंट ऑफ टाइम आई विल गेट 20% एज द लमसम विड्रॉल एंड रिमेनिंग 80% का मेरे को पेंशन बाय करना. So the same rule will be applicable to the UPS. So UPS में whatever corpus is being accumulated, 20% I will get as lump sum at my resignation, and remaining I have to buy the pension as it used to be under NPS.
Thank you so much.
Clear है sir?
Hello, sir.
The only difference here is that ओनली डिफरेंस हियर इज कि अगर किसी को ऐसा लग रहा है कि आप 25 साल से पहले जॉब रिजाइन कर दोगे, रिजाइन, प्लीज words very carefully. If you are thinking you are going to resign your job before 25 years, वो आपको NPS बेस्ट है, क्योंकि वहां आपका 4% एक्स्ट्रा कंट्रीब्यूशन जा रहा है, which will give you a larger corpus in comparison to the UPS. But if you are thinking that you are going to be in this job for more than 25 years और आप वहां पे VRS का ऑप्शन ले लोगे, तो आपको UPS या NPS जो भी है, NPS में VRS can be taken after 20 years. Under UPS, VRS can be taken after 25 years. So be careful. I must say, आपको informed decision. I think everyone is able to take that. What things are there? Some more queries. Sir, somebody asked. Was
हेलो.
हाँ सर बोलिए. हाँ जी बोलिए.
सर अगर इन सर्विस अनफॉर्चुनेटली डिमाइस होता है ऑफिशियल का, तो उसमें एनपीएस और यूपीएस में बेनिफिट कैसा रहेगा?
सर, देर इज अ रूल 10 2021 में आया था, रूल 10, ओके. वहां पे अगर इन सर्विस डिमाइस होता है या इनकेपेबिलिटी का केस होता है, मतलब मेरा कोई रोड एक्सीडेंट हो गया एंड आई एम नॉट एबल टू कंटिन्यू माई जॉब, या मैं इनकेपेबल नहीं हूं, मेरे को कोई और बीमारी हो गई है, आई एम नॉट एबल टू कंटिन्यू माई जॉब, इन दोज केसेस आपको ओल्ड पेंशन स्कीम के बेनिफिट मिल जाएंगे. So it is same for UPS, it is same for NPS, but इसके लिए आपको क्या करना होगा, there is form 1 and form 2. ये कल भी एक recent OM आया, मैंने ग्रुप में शेयर करा, उसमें form 1 form 2 है. आप उसको भर के आपके अपने ऑफिस में दे दीजिए, that in case of in service demise or in case of incapability, old pension scheme rule will be applicable for your family pension. तो उस केस में क्या होगा, फैमिली पेंशन तो मिलेगा अंडर ओल्ड पेंशन स्कीम, जो आपका ओन कंट्रीब्यूशन था वो भी फैमिली को वापस मिल जाएगा. मतलब चाहे एनपीएस में हो चाहे यूपीएस में हो, जो मेरा 10% मेरा कंट्रीब्यूशन जा रहा है, विद द गेन्स जो भी ओवर द पीरियड ऑफ टाइम उसमें गेन हो चुका है, दैट अमाउंट शुड बी रिटर्न टू माय फैमिली. तो आप एक इसको शॉर्ट में ऐसा लेके चल सकते हैं दैट अप टू द एज ऑफ योर रिटायरमेंट, मतलब टिल द एज ऑफ 60, there is no difference between the NPS and UPS. There is no difference between NPS and UPS till the age of 60. Only difference starts when the pension starts.
और सर अगर आफ्टर 25 इयर्स सर्विस वॉलंटरी लेते हैं, तो उसमें
सर।
यूपीएस में बेनिफिट कैसा रहेगा उसका आफ्टर द
सर
कंप्लीशन
अगर
ऑफ
आप
25 years
25 ईयर्स के बाद में वीआरएस ले रहे हैं तो आप लमसम पे आउट तो आपको इमीडिएटली मिल जाएगा, एश्योर्ड पे आउट आपको इमीडिएटली मिल जाएगा, बट योर पेंशन विल स्टार्ट एट द एज ऑफ 60 ओनली। मतलब जब आप सुपर एन्युएट होते एट द एज ऑफ 60, योर पेंशन विल स्टार्ट एट दैट टाइम, but the lump sum withdrawals will be available to you at the time of your VRS.
ओके
Getting it?
Priyadarshi, you have unmuted yourself. Any questions you have, or kindly mute it?
Sir, can I ask one question?
Who is
sir,
asking,
पूछिए sir, मैं
Sagar or
बिल्कुल।
Priyadarshini? Priyadarshi. Priyadarshi, please.
Hello.
We will
हाँ
do
sir,
one thing,
पूछिए।
Kaushik. We are having less time. You complete your
Hello.
topic. We will take the questions later. We have a lot of questions in the chat box also. We will spend time up to 8:45. Doesn't worry, but complete your regular talk.
Sir, from my side, like I now more need to focus on their individual queries. So if they have some query,
No, what about your PPT you have sent me? You want it to be
the
presented?
PPT is same thing which I showed
Okay.
you, showed all
Then
of
we
them
will
through the points.
we will ask them to ask
Yeah.
questions, which will be very good.
Yes sir.
Priyadarshi Navin, kindly ask your question.
Hello.
हाँ sir, बोलिए।
Mr. Sagar,
हाँ sir।
who is going to ask? Or Arun?
Sir, I'm available if I can ask the question.
Hello, sir.
I think
Sir,
we will
sir,
give
please
prominence
continue.
to Arun. He has raised his hand. Arun, please go ahead.
Yes, sir. In case
Yeah.
of service, if I opted OPS and
Yes.
retired at the age of 50, whether my pension is started at the age of attaining the
नहीं
age
सर,
60
आपने
or
ओपीएस के बारे में कहाँ से आ गए सर? ओपीएस कहाँ से आ गया?
OPS नहीं sir, UPS.
Sir.
हाँ, if you
if
you
I-
please repeat your question. Yeah.
I took a VS at the age of 50 after age 25 years of service. Then
ठीक है।
whether my in case of UPS my pension is started after attaining age 60 years or what?
Yes sir, after attaining the age of 60 only you will be able to get your pension, but the lump sum withdrawal will be available to you at the age of your VRS. So 50 पे आपको
Okay.
lump sum payout तो मिल जाएगा, but जो आपको pension है that will start from the age of 60 only.
Sir.
Okay.
Hello.
Okay.
Sir.
Hello. Okay.
Sir,
Yes,
can I
yes.
ask a question? Hello.
Yes, please continue.
One doubt I have that just after the retirement, suppose after the retirement of 60 year, if I want to withdraw my lump sum amount at the age of 65, whether I can withdraw at that time or in the just after
मैं
retirement?
ना इसका काफी हाँ I'll just yes, you can postpone your withdrawal. So under NPS there is a deferment period of 3 years. Okay. Here my point is, why do you want to leave money with anyone else when you have the option to withdraw the amount at a age of 60 or at a age of 50, whenever you are getting the priority to get the lump sum amount? Why are you leaving it over there with any of the pension planner or the pension fund? क्योंकि आपको उधर से रिटर्न कम आएगा, तो अगर आपको लग रहा है कि आपको पैसा पहले मिल सकता है, so take that money first, invest it somewhere in the guaranteed return or some senior citizen schemes or something that will give you more benefit in comparison to leaving it over there in your pension.
Okay, thank you.
समझ रहे हो सर? अगर मैं आज की तारीख में at present date if I talk about the annuity rate is 6.5% in under NPS, but UPS में मैं क्यों पैसा छोड़ूंगा ना? सीनियर सिटीजन स्कीम को जो हमको एनुअल रिटर्न आ रहा है that is 8.2%. So you at age of 60 you will become senior citizen, so you can take benefit of the other schemes available.
Okay.
Jindal,
Okay.
I want you to look into the chat box. There are plenty of
Yes sir,
questions who are
I'm
waiting.
now.
Yeah.
Yes sir,
That we
I
will
think
answer.
most
Then
of
we
the
will take
questions
audio.
are already being answered. I request those who are in the chat who have put their question in the chat section, if you can now copy and again, because I can see most of if anyone have already done 20%. So one more question need to be addressed here is that if somebody has made partial withdrawn, अगर आपने कोई partial withdrawn अभी कर लिया है या future में कर रहे हो आप partial withdrawn, so accordingly your assured pension will get reduced under the UPS. तो आप ऐसा मत सोचिए कि एनपीएस में जाने से पहले आपने कुछ पार्शियल विड्रॉल कर लिया है और अब आप एनपीएस से यूपीएस में शिफ्ट हो रहे हो तो आपको एश्योर्ड बेनिफिट मिलेगा. एश्योर्ड बेनिफिट मिलेगा, but because you have made partial withdrawal, either you will have to replenish that back or your pension will be reduced in the same proportion.
Hello, sir. Just one query, like if you can guide me through this.
हाँ सर बोलिए.
Sir, what I could understand from UPS is it is the OPS in NPS model. मतलब स्ट्रक्चर उसका एनपीएस वाला है बट वो ओपीएस की फीचर्स प्रोवाइड करने की कोशिश है. एंड इफ वी सी द इन्फ्लेशन जो दोनों जगहों पर लग रही है, तो डीए इज समथिंग जो मुझे ऐसा लग रहा है कि वो इनवॉलेंटरी, मतलब दैट इज नॉट कि गवर्नमेंट देगी आपको डीए, वो कभी भी उसको स्क्रैप कर सकते हैं अगर गवर्नमेंट सस्टेन नहीं कर पा रही मार्केट इन्फ्लेशन को. तो
नहीं, तो वो डीए को मैनेज, मैं अगर आपका क्वेश्चन समझ गया, डीए को मैनेज के लिए ही पूल कॉर्पस रेडी करा जा रहा है. सो यू फील दैट वेदर कैन द इन्फ्लेशन बी जीरो, तो अगर इन्फ्लेशन जीरो हो सकता है तो डीए स्क्रैप हो जाएगा. ओके, if you look at the another economy, if you look at US, if you look at Japan, if you look at Singapore, Thailand, तो वहां पे इंटरेस्ट रेट कम है because their inflation rate is much lower. So आज अगर हमको DA 4% every 6 month मिल रहा है, तो फ्यूचर में जाते जाते ये 1% और 2% every 6 month रह जाएगा. बट इंडिया में ना अभी when I am saying it, when we go for the interest rate will become down, तो वो जीरो नहीं होने वाले. जैसे यूएस में आपको इंटरेस्ट रेट ना क्लोज टू जीरो आ जाता है, 0.25%, 0.5% व्हेन यू इन्वेस्ट इन सम एफडी अकाउंट.
मतलब ये मैं फ्रॉम दिस पॉइंट टू नेक्स्ट 40 इयर्स की बात, 40-50 इयर्स की बात करो, क्योंकि तब जाके हम पेंशन वाले सेक्टर पर पहुंचेंगे. तो 40-50 इयर्स फ्रॉम नाउ डेवलपमेंट मुझे लगता है इंडिया में आ चुकी होगी और तब हम शायद स्टैग्नेशन की तरफ अप्रोच करना शुरू कर चुके होंगे.
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल बिल्कुल. लेकिन क्या होगा ना, हाँ मैं आपका बात, लेकिन क्या हो गया कि जब आप बोल रहे हो कि 40, तो जो ये मेरे को एनपीएस के अंदर भी जो 8% की मैं रिटर्न की बात कर रहा हूँ ना, वो भी आपके परसेंटेज कम हो गए होंगे तब तक. तो जो आपका
बट मेरा एक छोटा सा और इसमें एडिशन पॉइंट है कि क्योंकि उसमें प्रिंसिपल हर बार कंपाउंड हो रहा है, तो वो 14% वो हमेशा उसका वो इंक्रीज होता रहेगा. तो टिल द पॉइंट वी रीच दैट रिटायरमेंट एज, तो वो उसका जो कॉर्पस है वो ऑटोमेटिकली इंक्रीज हो चुका होगा.
ना ये आप यू आर जस्ट टॉकिंग इन, मतलब आप उसको एक एक्सेल में नंबर्स डाल के चेक करिए, बिकॉज आई हैव डन अ लॉट ऑफ कैलकुलेशन ऑन ऑल दीज एस्पेक्ट्स दैट हाउ थिंग्स आर गोइंग टू हैपन व्हेन द इंटरेस्ट रेट्स आर गोइंग डाउन, व्हेन द डीए इज गोइंग डाउन. सो आपका जो पेंशन का कंट्रीब्यूशन है वो भी रिड्यूस हो रहा होगा. बट देयर इज वन फिक्स थिंग दैट आपका जो बेसिक पे है ना, दैट विल इंक्रीज नॉट 9%, वो 8% रह जाएगा, बट दैट इज कांस्टेंट. My dependent on to the market inflation. मतलब उसमें DA का component होता है, if that is going down, but what will happen that every 10 years your pay commission will come, which gives you a jump of 15-20% salary. Okay, every 10 year you are going to get a promotion which will give you 8-10% jump in your salary. Okay, every year you get 3% increment in your basic. ये सब है, उसके बीच में बस एक ये रहे, इसको मैंने अभी ये जो मैंने अपनी कैलकुलेशन में आपको बता रहा हूँ 8.24, उसमें मैंने वो डीए का कैलकुलेशन रखा है 5% पर एनम. अभी हमको 6-7 मिल रहा है, फ्यूचर में जाके 5 होगा और आगे जाके 4 होगा, तो उसको 5 पे रखा है. अगर 5 से घटा के 4 भी कर देंगे, तो मेरे को ये पता है कि रिटायरमेंट के टाइम पे मेरा बेसिक पे कितना होने वाला है, आई एम एश्योर्ड ऑफ दैट. बट व्हाट विल बी द इंटरेस्ट रेट आफ्टर 50 इयर्स, आई एम नॉट एश्योर्ड ऑफ दैट. तो अगर आप बोल रहे हो कि 50 साल के बाद में जाके, है ना, आपको कॉर्पस तो बड़ा हो गया, लेट्स सपोज योर कॉर्पस इज 20 CR, बट इंटरेस्ट रेट इज, तो एन्युटी भी आपका 4% पे हो सकता है, 3% पे हो सकता है, 2% पे हो सकता है. So
ठीक है
again, the pension under NPS will depend on to the interest rate. If you are foreseeing that interest rate बहुत कम होने वाले हैं, 2-3% होने वाले हैं, तो वो
हाँ
एन्यूटी भी तो आप उसी से बाय करोगे ना। कॉर्पस
ठीक
तो कितना भी हो जाएगा, बट एन्यूटी तो आप उसी से बाय करने वाले हो। This is going to be the major game changer. So
तो
under
मतलब
UPS, we are assuring my pension. It's pension. It's not an investment plan. It's a pension plan. Please be careful onto this part that these two schemes are the pension plan, not investment.
सर
थैंक यू सो मच सर
हेलो सर
सर
हेलो
बोलिए। हाँ
Is
सर
it
सर
बोलिए।
अगर
Mr.
कोई
Sagar? Please go ahead.
सर अगर कोई एम्प्लॉय
Sagar, kindly
सुपरएनुअल
go.
में रिटायर हो रहा है और उसका सर्विस 9 ईयर 9 मंथ ही हो रहा है तो
हाँ
यूपीएस का ऑप्शन अवेल कर सकता है वो?
नहीं सर, तो उसको फिर एनपीएस के जैसा ही पेमेंट मिलेगा।
नहीं पर सर सीसीएस पेंशन रूल 2021 में तो 10 ईयर्स के ग्रेजुएटी उसको मिलता है ना सर?
नहीं सर, ग्रेचुइटी मिलेगा। ग्रेचुइटी इज सेम अंडर बोथ एनपीएस यूपीएस। लीव एनकैशमेंट इज सेम अंडर बोथ यूपीएस एनपीएस। बट टू गेट द एश्योर्ड पेंशन बेनिफिट ऑफ यूपीएस, योर कंप्लीटेड एलिजिबल सर्विस वुड बी ऑफ 10 ईयर्स। तो अगर आप बोल रहे हो 9 ईयर्स 11 मंथ ही हो रहा है ना, 10 ईयर
हाँ
से
यस
कम है, तो यूपीएस के एश्योर्ड बेनिफिट जो बेनिफिट है एलिजिबल नहीं होगा उस केस में।
अच्छा, कोई उसमें कोई रिलैक्सेशन नहीं होगा?
नहीं होगा सर। मतलब अब मैं तो नहीं दे रहा, मतलब वी आर द रूल फॉलोअर, तो
यस सर
मतलब
यस सर
हम तो यहाँ पे फॉलो कर रहे हैं सर केवल,
यस सर यस हेलो
है ना।
ओके थैंक्स
सर
हेलो
हाँ सर
एक मिनट सर एक
सर
मिनट
एक आपने अभी बताया ना कि अगर 60 से पहले आप रिजाइन कर देते हैं, वॉलंटरी रिटायरमेंट ले लेते हैं, तो यूपीएस में
हाँ
पेंशन 60 से ही चालू होगा। लेकिन
हाँ,
बस एक चीज
नहीं
को
आप
दोबारा
देखो, आपने
क्लेरिफाई
दोनों
करना था।
चीजों को भी ना, दोनों अंकित, आपने दोनों चीजों को क्लब कर दिया। आप बोल रहे हो रिटायरमेंट ले लेते हैं या रिजाइन
नहीं
कर
नहीं नहीं
देते हैं,
नहीं,
है ना।
वो वॉलंटरी रिटायरमेंट जो बोलते हैं सर
हाँ,
जिसको।
वॉलेंट्री रिटायरमेंट लोगे तो अगर आप लमसम पे आउट जो आपको मिलना है या आप कुछ लमसम विड्रॉल करना
हाँ
चाह रहे हो, वो आप विड्रॉ कर सकते हो
हाँ,
इमीडिएटली,
वो
बट
तो लग
पेंशन विल स्टार्ट।
वो तो लगे हाथ ही मिल जाएगा, लेकिन
हाँ, पेंशन
पेंशन शुरू
60 पे
होगी 60
मिलेगा।
में। लेकिन एनपीएस के
करेक्ट।
केस में जो एन्युइटी है,
हाँ,
तो अगर मैं 50
वो
की
इमीडिएटली
वो इमीडिएटली शुरू हो जाएगी।
इमीडिएटली शुरू हो जाएगी।
ओके सर, थैंक यू वेरी मच सर।
तो अंकित क्या पूछ रहे हैं यहाँ पे कि एनपीएस के केस में अगर मैंने वीआरएस लिया है तो मेरी पेंशन क्या 60 से आनी शुरू होगी इमीडिएटली? तो एनपीएस के केस में क्योंकि हम एन्युइटी बाय कर रहे हैं ना एक थर्ड पार्टी से, तो वो तो मेरी इमीडिएटली शुरू हो जाएगी।
हेलो सर
हाँ सर बोलिए।
सर अभी कुछ न्यूज़ पढ़ा था कि इन फ्यूचर पेंशनर्स को डीआर वगैरह वो एप्लीकेबल नहीं रहेगा, तो अगर फ्यूचर में
सर
ऐसा
मैं
कुछ
मतलब मैं उस सब के बारे में फिर से वही बता रहा हूँ, अभी सेम डिस्कशन हमने करा है। मतलब आप ये रिकॉर्डेड सेशन रहेगा, इसको दोबारा सुनना। सेम डिस्कशन जो आप पूछने वाले हो कि डीए का क्या होने वाला है, तो वो नहीं है।
यस सर
सुरेश जी पूछ रहे हैं कि बेंचमार्क कॉर्पस क्या है, वो फिक्स है क्या? सो सुरेश जी, बेंचमार्क कॉर्पस फिक्स नहीं है, दैट इज द रिटर्न फ्रॉम द डिफॉल्ट स्कीम। तो मैंने उसको 8% अज्यूम करा है। मतलब अगर आप अभी डिफॉल्ट स्कीम के रिटर्न देखेंगे दैट इज 8.5 समथिंग, बट व्हेन वी फ्यूचर आप उसको 8.5 रख लो, मैंने उसको एज अ एग्जांपल 8% लेके दिखाया आपको।
सर एक छोटी सी चीज और डिस्टर्ब करूंगा बीच में। जैसे अभी इन्होंने बोला है गवर्नमेंट ने कि 30th तक हमें इसको चूज करना है, एनपीएस और यूपीएस में ऑप्शन। तो आपका
जी
पर्सनल व्यू क्या है कि क्या हमें अभी वेट करना चाहिए, कोई डेट आगे बढ़ने की उम्मीद है, या ले लो आके
नहीं,
खत्म करें?
मतलब as much as I know, so there may be an extension of 15 days 30 days हो सकता है, बट अगर आपको क्लियर है कि आपको क्या चाहिए, बिकॉज इट विल बी डन थ्रू इलेक्ट्रॉनिकली, मतलब आपको पीएफआरडीए की एनपीएस की साइट पे जाना होगा, वहां से यू कैन माइग्रेट फ्रॉम एनपीएस टू यूपीएस। तो आप चाहे अभी स्विच करो चाहे 1 महीने के बाद स्विच करो,
नहीं, एक
ऐसा
सर एक ये
बहुत
होता
बड़ा
है ना, टाइम के साथ साथ आजू बाजू वाले क्या ले रहे हैं, दुनिया देख के ही चलती है ना, तो
हम
आपको तो थोड़ी
मतलब मैं
क्लैरिटी आ
अगर
जाए।
मेरे से सब आज अंकित है तो काफी अलग होगी। मतलब अगर ना अभी मेरे से हर कोई पूछता है आपने क्या चूज करा, मैंने अभी तक चूज नहीं करा है। जिस दिन मैंने चूज कर लिया तो मेरे आसपास के या काफी सारे लोग सेम स्कीम ले लोगे। माय आइडिया लाइक जो सर ने शुरू में इंट्रोडक्शन में भी पूछा ना, मेरा आइडिया है, मैं डेली बेसिस पे ना लगभग 10-15 लोगों से सेम टॉपिक पे बात करता हूँ। मेरा आइडिया है टू मेक यू अवेयर दैट व्हाट यू आर गोइंग टू ऑप्ट। ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए कि मैंने जो चूज कर लिया आप सभी ने वही ऑप्ट कर लिया हो। तो क्योंकि ये जो जो डिस्कशन हम आज कर रहे हैं ना, इट इज नॉट ओनली रेलेवेंट फॉर योर यूपीएस एनपीएस ओनली। मतलब आप सोचिए ये डिस्कशन के बाद में आपको बाकी जब आप कुछ इन्वेस्टमेंट करने जाएंगे ना फ्यूचर में, तो आपका माइंडसेट काफी चेंज हो चुका होगा, आप वो सारे फैक्टर्स को ध्यान में रख रहे होंगे मेकिंग एनी ऑफ योर इन्वेस्टमेंट। तो मेरा आइडिया है टू मेक यू अवेयर अबाउट द इन्वेस्टमेंट थिंग। मतलब आप जो अपने फाइनेंशियल डिसीजन ले रहे हैं उसको थोड़ा सोच समझ के ले पाए, रादर कि आपने किसी को देखा दाखी ले लिया, है ना।
सर एक
ये
कंक्लूसिव
पार्ट
स्टेटमेंट प्लीज देना, मतलब फॉर बोथ द थिंग्स, लाइक व्हाट इज योर
नहीं सर, अगर
कंक्लूसिव
मतलब मैं
ओपिनियन।
आपको बताता हूँ, अगर किसी को ऐसा लग रहा है कि आपको 25 के एज के बिलो, मतलब नॉट 25 एज बिलो, मतलब आपका सर्विस 25 से पहले आप रिटायर हो रहे हो, मतलब रिटायर इन द सेंस कि आपको 25 से पहले रिजाइन। इन केस ऑफ रेजिग्नेशन एनपीएस इज एनी डे बेटर। ओके। और मतलब अगर आप किसी से भी क्वेश्चन पूछोगे ना, दिस इज वेरी जनरल क्वेश्चन, इफ आई आस्क यू कि आपको क्या लगता है कि आप कितने साल जियोगे, है ना, व्हाट इज योर लॉन्जेटिविटी, तो यार हर कोई चाहता है ना, मतलब आई एम अ टीचर फ्रॉम लास्ट 14 ईयर्स ऑलमोस्ट, मतलब तो अगर मैं क्लास में कभी, मैं पहले जब व्हेन आई यूज्ड टू टीच, आई यूज्ड टू आस्क दैट हाउ मच यू वांट टू स्कोर इन दिस एग्जाम, तो सभी लोग सोचते थे 90 95 होना चाहिए, 98। व्हाई आर यू नॉट टारगेटिंग फॉर 100? मतलब जब आपको टारगेट सेट करने की बात आ रही है तो टारगेट थोड़ा ऊपर सेट करो ना। अभी प्रॉब्लम क्या होगा एनपीएस में, दैट नाउ यू आर थिंकिंग दैट आई एम नॉट सर्वाइव लॉन्ग। हाउ कैन यू नो दैट आर यू गोइंग टू सर्वाइव लॉन्ग और सर्वाइव लेस? आपको रेडी रहना है ना कि अगर मैं 80 90 तक सर्वाइव कर गया तो मेरे को पेंशन में प्रॉब्लम नहीं होना चाहिए, बिकॉज अंडर एनपीएस योर पेंशन विल रिमेन सेम, द pension which you receive at the age of 60, same pension you will get at the age of 80 or 90 or 100. After the age of
सर
72,
इसमें
if you
एक बस छोटा सा पॉइंट है मेरा कि लाइक एट द एज ऑफ 40, मैं मतलब 35, एवरी वन वर्किंग इन गवर्नमेंट सेक्टर वो अपने काम को जान चुके होते हैं, और उसके बाद हर कोई मतलब स्टॉक्स मार्केटिंग इन ट्रेडिंग इन सब में कहीं ना कहीं किसी तरीके से एंटर कर ही चुका होता है। तो व्हेन वी विल रिसीव दैट फिक्स्ड अमाउंट फ्रॉम एनपीएस, तो तब मेरे ख्याल से तब सबको इन मतलब उसकी इंफॉर्मेशन और अवेयरनेस
अरे
होगी
आप ना
ही
बहुत अभी
कि
जनरल, आप ना मतलब व्हाट्स योर एज सागर, इफ आई वांट टू नो?
28।
है ना, तो अभी आप ना स्पीक टू दोस पर्सन हु आर इन द एज ऑफ 50s, आप
ओके
उनका
सॉरी
ओपिनियन जानने का कोशिश करो, है ना, तो मतलब आपको समझ
सॉरी
में
सॉरी
आएगा व्हाट आर दे लुकिंग फॉरवर्ड। और माय स्टैंड ऑन टू दिस इज, you are contributing only 10% of your basic plus DA every month. The
यस
all
यस
the employees who were under the old pension scheme, they used to contribute towards the GPF. तो वो तो जा ही रहा है ना हमारा contribution. It's a very
यस
minuscule
यस
part of your, very less part of your salary. If you are thinking that you will develop some another skill of making investments or other, तो वो तो आप डिपेंडेंट है ना कि अगर आपने स्किल डेवलप कर लिए, आपने मार्केट को बीट कर दिया, तो वो तो आप पैरेलली बचा हुआ अपना जो और इन्वेस्टमेंट है उसको इन्वेस्ट करिए, रादर टू टेक रिस्क ऑन योर पेंशन पार्ट। आई ऑलवेज से दैट
थैंक यू
पेंशन इज योर अनदर चाइल्ड, है ना, मतलब
थैंक यू
अगर
सर।
आपके दो बच्चे हैं, you never know that are they going to support you in your retirement time or not, but pension is your child which will definitely support you
एनपीएस में
towards
भी
your pension or
हेलो
towards your
गुड सर,
retirement। तो
थैंक यू
एक
सर।
उसको
एनपीएस।
आप ऐसी सिचुएशन में मत डालो जहां पे आपको रिस्क हो,
थैंक यू सर।
ओके सर।
है ना।
सर एनपीएस में
हाँ
सर फैमिली पेंशन तो है नहीं, एनपीएस में,
हाँ हाँ सर।
एनपीएस में फैमिली पेंशन तो नहीं है ना सर?
सर है, मैं अच्छा वो आपने याद दिलाया, मैं आपको एक स्क्रीन और शेयर करके दिखाता हूँ अभी।
और दो क्वेरी सर कि यूपीएस
सर
में
एक
फैमिली
सेकेंड मैं
पेंशन।
आता हूँ,
ओके ओके।
एक सेकेंड। मेरा स्क्रीन विजिबल है क्या सर सभी को?
हाँ विजुअल हो गया।
यस सर।
हाँ सर, ये टाइप ऑफ पेंशंस हैं अंडर द एनपीएस जो मैंने आपसे शुरू डिस्कस करा था, दैट देयर इज एन्युटी फॉर लाइफ विद आरओपी। सो मतलब आपको मिलेगा पेंशन विद रिटर्न ऑफ प्राइस, मतलब सब्सक्राइबर विल गेट एन्युटी फॉर लाइफ टाइम एंड ऑन डेथ ऑफ द सब्सक्राइबर पे ओके सीजेस, मतलब आपका पेंशन 100% will be returned to the normal, or
40% मतलब फैमिली को मिल जाएगा।
whether will be, given to you, not you and to your spouse after your. So if the spouse dies early, तो केवल फिर से वो वाला joint life का concept खत्म हो जाएगा. तो यहाँ पे on the death of spouse, so you will be covered and your spouse will be covered, and after that the amount will be returned to the nominee or your next generation. Then NPS family income with return of price. So here the definition of family is you, your spouse, and your dependent parents. Okay, the another two option are annuity for life without return of price. That means यहाँ पे आपको पेंशन तो मिलेगा, बट जो अमाउंट गया 40% और 100% जो भी आपने जितने से पेंशन बाय करा है, that amount will not be returned. And the another option is joint life annuity without return of price. That means the pension will be given to you, to your spouse, and after that nothing will happen. So the pension will cease and no one will get any amount over there. So these are the 5 options when we are going to buy the pension under NPS. These are the options. Now I show you the another screen. These are the recent returns offered by the different companies. So if you can see that annuity for life, okay, joint life annuity, NPS family income, annuity for life. So this second table is written without return of purchase price, and the first table is with return of price. Now you can see different companies are offering different percent. So when I look at the LIC, so can you see if you buy the pension for yourself with return of price, so the pension is 6.73 per annum. If you add your spouse, तो obvious है कि return percentage drop हो जाएंगे. The same is for your family income. But if you buy the pension without return of price, the annual annuity is around 9%. And with joint life, it is 6.77. Different companies are offering different rates, which again, if you are seeing that inflation will be low, DA will get reduced, तो ये परसेंटेज भी फ्यूचर में जाके आज से अगर मैं 10, 15, 20 years के बात में बात करते हैं, so these numbers will also drop down. This pension, the pension which you are seeing, ये मैंने 3.15 CR के लिए कैलकुलेट करके देखा था for all the different companies available over there. So जो आपको पेंशन के अमाउंट आ रहे हैं, there I bought the pension for 3 crore something. तो 3 CR के लिए अगर हम पेंशन आज के तारीख में बाय करते हैं, this will be your monthly pension. These are the monthly pensions which you are seeing on screen for 3 crore amount. So it will decrease in future. Yes, sir.
Ankit, kindly look at the chat box. We will satisfy them. Then if there is, because we are running out of time. If anybody wants to,
yes, sir, definitely,
meet,
sir.
Can arrange
From my side, sir, I am
in our
okay.
area online.
Yeah.
He will be of help to you. His number we are going to share. You can arrange at your areas the web series and listen to him more. That's what I request you.
Sir, I have dropped
the
the WhatsApp group link in the chat section. I hope those who are interested, they can join. We keep on discussing and keep sharing the data regarding this subject. So people can join that, and I will try to my best. Thank you, sir, for conducting this session. Thank you to the.
Excellent. I think we have answered all the questions, but I am finding
Yes,
one question very interesting. My wife is a state government employee. If I opt out of UPS, I opt for UPS. Will she become a dependent or not? Will she get part of my pension if I expire? And
yes, sir. So even if both husband and wife are the government employee, so both of them will get pension. So if one of the person unfortunately is not there, so after that the another spouse will get the family pension for sure.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Just one
See, friends, listeners, kindly note, next week we are having Mr. Girish speaking on environment. Today we have run short of time. Kindly excuse us. His open link is given. Kindly copy it immediately and be in touch with him. I now request Mr. Rajinikanth to cast vote of thanks.
Sir, you are mute, sir. Rajni, sir, you are mute.
Rajinikanth, please unmute yourself.
Good evening, sir. Yeah, good evening, everybody. Good evening, participants. So today, before I offer vote of thanks, so it is a great great day. Today, wherein 125 people, more than 125 logged in. Nowhere, and no time in our web series of G Sambhashane, we have seen so many people. And it is my request to all working inspectors and superintendents to log into this web series every week. There'll be board of simply taxation, talking about taxation, etc. And this is the platform where they get to know so many other things also, which will be helpful for their life. So I request this participation, let it continue for Sambhashane in future also. So now coming to word of thanks. So we have a great person with us, Ankit Jindal, who showed us, he has given us complete insight of UPS and difference between MPS and UPS. And he is a great person who has got a lot of knowledge in this field. So I thank him very much on behalf
Thank you
of
so much, sir.
Samprabha and G Sambhashane team. And thank you very much, sir. So thanks for coming. And I think you are a very resourceful person where we may require
Thank you,
your,
sir. Thank you for,
we may
I
require
thank
your this thing, yeah, we may
of
require you.
Samprabha for identifying and giving me
Yeah,
this
yeah.
opportunity.
Yeah, we require one or two more series. So where you will speak more about these things. So thank you very much, sir. And I thank all the participants. So today it was a great day, wherein more than 125 participants have participated. So thank you very much. We'll be hopeful to see the same participation in future G Sambhashane series. So thank you, Kodandaram. Thank you, technical team. So thank you, one and all. If I have anybody, thank you all. Good night.
Good
Jindal,
night,
wish
sir.
you a bright future, man.
Thanks a
All
lot,
the
Ankit
listeners
sir.
have a nice time.
Yes, sir.